Workers in Nebraska will be getting a pay raise tomorrow. As of January 1st, the state minimum wage increases from $12 to $13.50 an hour. It's because of an initiative passed by Nebraska voters in 2022. In 2026, the minimum wage will increase to $15 an hour. And starting in 2027, the minimum wage is set to increase in line with inflation. Now,